YouTube is Rico, man. I'm back with another video. Y'all see what we got going on, man. We got FBG Duck Cousin Bcr Meezle killed hours after dropping this song, man. So y'all already know what type of video this is about to be that I'm reacting to. If you're brand new to the channel or you've been watching videos on the channel but for some reason not subscribed yet, I want y'all to hit that subscribe button right now, man, because we're on the grind to 5K. And also, don't forget to leave a like and comment on the video to help this video get recommended to a larger audience of people and hopefully bring in new supporters to help us also reach that 5K goal. And also, don't forget to tell your friends and family about us because hopefully they might become new supporters of the channel and help us out on the 5K grind. Other than that, man, this video is not really long, so I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. We finna get straight into it by starting the screen record. That started, and we finna start this video now.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J, man. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on FBG Duck's cousin. As y'all can see by the title, he was just killed in Illinois in a mass shooting only hours after dropping a diss song.
And 6 people at that, and he is the only one that got killed. Either way, all of this is just all bad, man. But man, Chicago definitely going through a lot with the killings and stuff. And then on top of that, some of the stuff being locked down and people losing jobs left and right and not really getting to work as much is pretty much bad for the hoods everywhere. Just for that simple fact that money is now really a must-have, especially with the stuff that's going on, because now hours are being shortened at works. People either getting let off or only working 1 to 3 days a week at a job and have to find another job to help pretty much recover what they basically lost out on with the hours reduced at their current positions and stuff like that. But man, it's just definitely crazy that the murder rate is just going crazy right now in Chicago, man. Shout out to the people that's doing their thing and maintaining and holding on, man. Y'all just gotta keep going and keep doing what y'all do and just stay in y'all lane and don't be in anybody else's business but yours, unless it's people hopping in your business at the end of the day. But yeah, man, it's going crazy out there right now for sure.
February 6th, 2021. Officers responded around 2:35 a.m. to the Indian Lakes Hotel in Bloomingdale, Illinois, after reports of shots fired on the 5th and 6th floor. One victim was taken from the scene of the shooting to a nearby hospital by friends, where he was pronounced dead nearly an hour later. He was identified as 27-year-old James McGill Jr.
RP to his cousin, man. On this channel, man, I'm not a biased person at all, man. I pretty much what I would say is a fan of both sides of the music, whether it be the GDs or BDs, because some of them do be putting out good music every now and then. But right now, the only thing is Lil Durk and some other guys, Keith and others, are all just doing their thing more just because the GDs kind of lost a lot of their rappers over time, and their biggest one being FBG Duck recently. So it's kind of hard for the music on both sides to go at each other neck to neck and stuff like that, just because one side got more industry people or people that's been in the industry and are basically on their own now, but still able to produce big numbers on their music videos and stuff like that. And then on the GD side, it's like they really ain't got nobody that's really signed right now, going crazy in the industry and getting features and stuff like that, man. And that's been ongoing ever since the start of drill music. So y'all pretty much already know about all that. I ain't gonna get to the whole background of that, but right now it's still basically a what do they call it? Pretty much right now, the BD side of music is just the main thing that's really booming at the moment, outside of those two groups. So right now, it's just going crazy right now for everybody else that's trying to come up on the GD side and stuff like that. Because it seems like soon somebody get ready to see a big potential of success, it's like they get took out crazy. So I don't know, man, but hopefully stuff change and we able to get music from both sides on the same level and stuff like that, and be able to admire both sides' music and stuff, and their talent and potential and stuff like that, instead of, oh man, I ain't even hear about this person until he died, woo woo woo. Oh shit, man, I already knew he was gonna have potential, but man, if he ain't never had this happen, who knows? So it's like, it's one of those situations at the end of the day, man.
A Chicago man from the Inglewood neighborhood, more commonly known as Bcr Meezle. 5 other gunshot victims were taken by ambulance to nearby area hospitals, and by Saturday afternoon, 1 was listed in critical condition, while the others were stable with non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators believe the shooting stemmed from a verbal argument between 2 large groups of people staying on the hotel's upper floors. An argument ensued, words turned to fists, and at least 2 people may have opened fire. But it isn't clear if those 2 people were together or if one started shooting and another returned fire. In all, the crowd totaled 100 to 150 people. And there may be even more victims.
That sound like damn near they had a whole kickback or something going on, man. At that point, if it's over 100 people, let alone over 50, that's definitely like some type of little kickback party, whatever going on. So it's crazy, man. You can't really just go out and enjoy your day or something like that, and then some BS happening and stuff like that. So you gotta be careful at all times and stay protected no matter what. Because y'all know how crazy it is out here in the hood, or when you got a pretty much a group of people that you hang around that's affiliated with something that's in the streets and stuff like that, and then pretty much you guilty by association or whatever. But man, that's just how the hood music go, man. So you could diss somebody and the next day possibly might get shot at, killed, etc., or somebody around you might get shot and killed. It's just crazy, man. Like they said in the other videos about like when Keith would do music and stuff, and people from O Block would get mad because he ain't really helping them out and stuff like that, man. So a lot of this stuff definitely holds true, man, because once you put out that type of music and stuff and you dissing people and stuff like that, it's always gonna be some negative energy ready to just find its way to you. Simple. But man, that's just crazy. Over 150 people at this hotel.
Police are unaware of, since dozens were fleeing the scene when officers arrived. Officers began applying tourniquets in an attempt to slow down the bleeding of found victims, while one officer carried a woman down 6 flights of stairs. In the process of trying to determine an exact motive for the shooting, the investigation wasn't going far, as many witnesses refused to cooperate and blatantly let officers on scene know it. While no one is in custody at this time, police are actively collecting evidence and executing search warrants. At the time of the shooting, the hotel didn't have any security on duty, and only one hotel employee appeared to be staffing. This same hotel has been the site of many recent arrests for drugs and guns, and officials are taking action to shut down the...
So it sounds like this a hood hotel or something crazy, man. If they already got a history of having a lot of arrests and stuff going on there, so that definitely ain't good, man. But it's a lot of places that you wouldn't expect to be a hot spot for stuff to happen at. So you gotta be careful and make sure you do your research on places and stuff. And I'm not talking about the people in this video. I'm talking about for people in general that's just traveling or trying to do stuff, have get-togethers or whatever they got going on and stuff. Make sure you do research on the locations you going to. Make sure you know what be going on at these places and stuff like that, so you know what to expect and not be surprised when something pop off or something like that. But it's crazy.
Hotel entirely. Now, this spot was 30 miles west of downtown Chicago. It's being said Bcr Meezle wasn't killed by any ops, and if you're not in tune with the lingo, they're basically saying he wasn't killed by any opposite gang members that he was into it with. But speculation is still in circulation, as Meezle literally dropped a diss song and was killed hours later. For those that don't know, Like I said, Meezle is the blood cousin of FBG Duck, another fallen legend within a city that shows no sympathy or remorse. Duck's murder was not only major, being that he was the biggest gangster disciple rapper coming out of the city of Chicago, where the rival Black Disciples have a chokehold on the music industry, but he was also...
And that's all I'm pretty much talking about earlier, man. The BD side of music out there, man, is pretty much one-sided. Like, they got a lot of people that's industry or got some type of contract that they signed to and putting out stuff, so it's kind of hard for the GD side to really catch up and make it evenly. So other than that, man, I just hope that eventually we don't see too many killings of artists from both sides, so we can see like pretty much what each side has to offer and pretty much not be one-sided at the end of the day in the music game. But we gonna see, man. But like I said, it seems like as soon as somebody come up or finna get ready and show potential or and take off or something like that, they always get taken out, man. But it's crazy.
Also killed in one of the most upscale retail shopping districts. And according to Duck's own mother, he was shot over 20 times in broad daylight. As for Meezle, his death was either a random act of violence that popped off, or he was backdoored by people he knew. And shit like this happens. If you've seen any hotel or Airbnb parties full of Chicago motherfuckers, there's more guns than bitches. And 051 Mellie was killed in a similar backdoor party. What's crazy is the same people Mellie was affiliated with, Meezle had just dissed in his song. And if we're speaking Chicago facts, this may be the fastest death after a diss song since Lil Mock was...
Alright guys, if you've been injured in a car accident, you have to check this out. So, I just got this check from my attorney for 100
was killed after dropping no competition. The 20-year-old was shot in the head by a bus stop days after the video dropped and died wearing the same hoodie seen in the video. But in this situation, this was a full-blown mass shooting. It just isn't being credited as a mass shooting because of how common they are. 6 shot, 1 dead, no arrests, and it's just another day in Illinois. Now, I know that there's going to be comments speaking on whether or not the diss song was relevant. And to me,
I was just about to say that from what it sounded like, because he did say earlier the FBG Duck mom said it wasn't, or something he was saying as far as people was saying it wasn't gang related or anything like that. It was just pretty much one of those situations that just came left field, like pretty much out of the left field. At the end of the day, it wasn't like oh yeah, I heard you put out this song and I heard it and this and that, woo woo woo. Then he got killed by that person. It wasn't nothing like that from what I heard earlier. So it's pretty much just a situation that happened out of left field, and it wasn't really no gang related type of thing that happened. So it was just somebody who probably felt threatened or whatever the case was and decided to open fire. And he just happened to be one of the people that ended up getting hit and killed and stuff like that. That's the way I look at it. I don't think it was pretty much, oh yeah, this side is beefing with that side, like dude said in the earlier part of the video.
Absolutely is, because even if he wasn't killed by anyone referenced in the song that the song was directed at, when you preach death, you speak it into existence. And that's one thing about drill, the genre of drill in itself. Death is just as much a part of it as anything else. And y'all know I've said it 1,000 times. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. What you speak into existence is eventually going to happen. And, you know, Mama Duck, FBG Duck's mom, has been very vocal since his death. She's done interviews, she's gone live, speaking on different topics. Recently, she said something to Lil Durk. She said that he sacrificed King Von, and she brought up how everyone around Lil Durk has died. But at the same...
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the only reason why she really was going at it like that was because people kept constantly talking shit to her. So it's kind of like 50-50 on that situation of why she did all of that. But at the end of the day, man, it's a lot of people grieving, and some people just going the extra mile to make stuff worser than it was before. And I know worser isn't a word, just even worse, I would say instead. But pretty much people just go the extra mile to make it even worse on a person that's grieving and stuff like that. So it's like crazy. So it's just sad at the end of the day that a lot of people is losing their lives and stuff left and right and at a young age. And some of them be having the potential to really make something of their life and stuff like that. But like I said, due to the murder and stuff like that, we would never know. It's going to be one of those things like, man, I ain't hear about this person until this happened and stuff. I can see the potential. I ain't no telling what would have happened if he would have survived, et cetera, et cetera. It's always going to be that type of thing when it comes to with street music at the end of the day.
Same time, she's lost multiple family members, including two of her own sons, to the same gun violence. It doesn't seem that anybody in Chicago is spared from this shit. It doesn't seem that anyone is spared from the violence in drill music itself. And Chicago, if anyone tells you differently, they're a fucking liar. Chicago influenced the entire fucking country. When I was in prison, I never heard of an op. When I got out, everybody fucking had one. You know what I mean? And everyone is so infatuated with this style of music.
And that's facts. I keep telling people, man, if you go listen to Lil Uzi, NBA Youngboy, other artists, et cetera, because it's a long list of artists. When they first was coming in they first interviews ever, you would hear them literally say, such and such from Chicago influenced me, and so on and so on. So Chicago drill definitely had influenced the U.S. as a whole, man, because all of it, after Chief Keef and all of them got on and put out bangers from I Don't Like to This Ain't What You Want by Lil Durk. And then on the GD side, before Lil JoJo got killed, when he was putting out disses towards Lil Durk and Chief Keef and all of them, they really had started a whole new wave. And that wave, everybody from other states decided to hop on, create their ways of doing the songs here and there. And then some of them even now is saying, no, we ain't never did no drill music, this such and such music. Like, at the end of the day, you can call it what you want to, but at the end of the day, a lot of those people's music is influenced by artists coming from Chicago and the drill. So it is what it is, though. Like I said, everybody gonna say what they want to say from other states and stuff, but everybody knows deep down a lot of their states' music got influenced by Chicago drill music. So they call it whatever they want to call it just because they want to say, no, we made our own wave and our own sound and stuff like that. So it's 50-50, like I said, on how I feel about that. People, I get it. You don't want to be known as, oh, I copy my style or flow from this other state's music and stuff like that. Like, no, I want to have some type of credit for my own music as well. Like, I get it. So, like I said, it's a lot that can be said with that.
Because of how risky it is. There's an adrenaline rush that comes with playing with your life. It's different than just rolling dice. This is Russian roulette. We're going to make fun of him that died up until the point that one of us die, and we're going to use that as an excuse to go kill, fueling an endless cycle of violence. And to me, that's why they're not crediting this as a mass shooting the same way they would if it was a white kid that walked into a movie theater or a school. Because it's gang.
And he talking facts pretty much at the end of the day, man. As long as you got people from whatever side killing people on whatever other side, it's going to be a back and forth thing constantly going on for lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, man. And that's just the sad truth. Because a lot of people want revenge or retaliation, etc., for what happened to somebody in their family and stuff, or because their friend or cousin, whoever, got killed due to the street stuff going on. So it's just an endless cycle, like dude said, pretty much at the end of the day.
Gang members, and they're so used to this cycle of violence, the respect for the dead, the sympathy, it's not there. Because at the same time, people will question, how much do you value your own life to be engaging in this type of life? But many people don't understand also how it is to grow up in that fucking area and not have a choice but to be inside of that lifestyle. Because like I said, it spares nobody. Innocent.
And that's a fact too, man, because some people, you might grow up, yeah, your family might have not raised you that way, but at the end of the day, once you're not really in your family's presence and you're with your friends or whatever going on, say you from this neighborhood and you got a friend that's from the same neighborhood as you or whatever, or a surrounding neighborhood, and y'all don't even know it, but by the time y'all grow up, y'all gonna realize, all right, our neighborhood is beefing with this neighborhood of people, or our people from this neighborhood is affiliated with a gang, and this gang is beefing with that other neighborhood's gang or whatever that's controlling the area over there and stuff. So you might not be actually a part of those gangs or anything like that. You just might happen to be a regular person that's just want to hang with the friends and stuff. But due to what's going on, if you try to go to another neighborhood with your friends, oh, what neighborhood are you from? What area are you from? Why you over here? Who you know over here? Et cetera, because people is trying to make sure that they ain't got no potential enemies walking in front of them and trying to do stuff to people that they care about. So it's a whole list of factors going into why people aren't really actually trying to be in the gang, but in a way are forced into it just because of people they know and the friendships, relationships, etc. that they got going on with others. So it's like I said, it's a lot of factors to why people end up gang banging. Some of them don't do it because they wanted to do it. It's because it's life or death at that point. You gotta have people that's looking out for you, and then you gotta look out for people that you care about. So it's a lot of stuff. Like I said, it's a whole history behind why this stuff is going on, man. And y'all should already know this by now, man. It's just one video wouldn't be able to tell enough of why people are doing gang shit. So it is what it is, man. But that's the reality for the hoods at this point.
Kids are getting shot, and if you're a little kid and you grow up as your family members are getting killed, it can build a rage inside of you. And I understand why some of these young soldiers will sign up and put themselves in that field.
And that's
but for any one of you that's watching this video, that's in a position to make a change or a difference in your own life, walk away from the bullshit that you're in, or you finally got enough money that you can move forward with a better lifestyle, I highly suggest you do it while you still have that opportunity. Because I guarantee you, Meezle,
and like I said, some artists that was able to do that as well in previous videos on stuff like this too. I've been talking about like Keith and Dirk and even NBA Youngboy, other guys, they're not living in their current cities that they came from or was in the trenches from, et cetera, et cetera. They're now living in other states and stuff like that. They're living where they wasn't coming from and stuff like that to make a better life for them so they could have less chances of somebody trying to do something to them and stuff like that and the people they care about. So some people do it the smart thing, which once they get that money, they move away and make their life last longer, hopefully, and also their families and friends' lives last longer. So that's why it is smart to, once you get money coming from the streets and stuff, move away. Because once you get known and blow up in your city and you got all this money left and right, if you try to still stay in your city and live there 24/7, you ain't doing nothing but telling somebody, yeah, I want you to try to do something to me. I want you to come try to get closer to me and do something that's going to mess up everything I got going on. So like I said, it is, like he said too, it definitely is smart to move away once you get some money or something, man. You gotta do something simple at the end of the day.
When he went to that party, he didn't think he was gonna die. And that's how it is for everybody. When Duck was downtown shopping for his son's birthday, he didn't think he was gonna die, but it happened. We're never gonna know when it's going to happen. We just have to deal with the fact that it is. But hey, it's 1090 J. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me.
And that's pretty much the end of this video, man. RP to his cousin, man. And like I said, hopefully one day we'll be able to see both sides go crazy in music, man. So it ain't one-sided, but that's the end of this video, man. If you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new, man. And I'm going to catch y'all later on. Y'all know we on the grind to 5K. And don't forget to tell your friends and family to subscribe, and you as well if you haven't subscribed already yet, man. Other than that, see y'all later on. Peace.